started. All right, we are live on Instagram and on YouTube. Welcome. I am Tahira. Today is going to be day 9 of the 30-day live challenge. And so if you are new to me, I am a Christian author, teacher, and self-publishing consultant. I am the owner of Tahira Gift Consulting, where I help you to write, self-publish and market your faith-based books for impact and income. And super excited. Today we are going to be getting into the self-publishing part 3, and we are wrapping up with the 15 easy steps to self-publish on Amazon, KDP, also known as Kindle Direct Publishing. And I want to let you guys know that there is a free checklist. If you want all of the steps that I have done, you just go to the link in my bio. If you're on Instagram or if you're on YouTube, you can check the video description and you can get all of these 15 steps. Okay, so today, hi Maxwell, thanks for joining. So today we are going to be finishing up with everything you need to know to self-publish. We are going to be going through steps 11 through 15. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and dive right in. Oh, I forgot. Today is Thankful Thursday, and I always love to start Thankful Thursdays with gratitude. And so let me before I dive into the material, let me take a step back because this is actually something I do as a lifestyle practice and I want to share it with you all. So how it works is I just say out loud at least 3 things that I'm thankful for. And I encourage you, if you're joining me live or if you're watching a replay, if you want to just drop something that you are thankful for, it could be today, it could be this week, it could be anything, right? And we know that the Bible says that Thanksgiving shall continually be in our mouths. And so I always like to start Thursday with gratitude. All right, and so whether it's big or small, I just believe that there's nothing that is too big or small to say thank you. And so for me, I am thankful that actually yesterday I reached 100 videos on my YouTube channel. So if you're on my YouTube channel, I'm super proud and excited I was able to stay consistent, and that was one of my goals. I wanted to not give up and get to 100 videos that of course are giving resources, giving inspiration, building a community of blessed authors, people who feel like they're purposed to write a book, and really just to be an encouragement, not only to share my story, but to hopefully help you to get your books done. And so that's what I have put out, and I'm super thankful that I reached one of my milestone goals. So I'm going to continue to bring more videos to you guys. The next milestone is to get 100 more videos and to just continue to stay the course. With YouTube, it's definitely a long-term commitment to show up and serve. And so that's something that I'm thankful for. Also, I'm thankful that today my son completed his swim lessons. So he was taking swim lessons for the first 2 weeks of summer vacation, and the instructor said he is improving in his freestyle. And if you want to see a story of that, I actually uploaded it onto my stories. If you're on YouTube, you got to check it out on Instagram. What else am I thankful for? Oh, so I did a bunch of running around today, errands, and my daughter had a dentist appointment and it went well. And I'm super thankful for that because, she had a little bit of nervousness around it, but you know what? I prayed for her and it went well. It was a quick appointment. She got through, no pain. And so always grateful when appointments go well. So that is my gratitude. Like I said, if you want to drop anything that you are thankful for in the comments, this is how we'll start every Thursday. This is a lifestyle practice, and I just wanted to share it with you all. All right, so you guys ready? Now we will to the self-publishing part 3. And so we are on step, and I'm looking over at my computer if you see me turning. We are on step 11. So this is where you are going to decide on the author name. And you can use a pen name if you want to self-publish outside of your, full name. I have done both. I've self-published books under, my government name, and I've also self-published books under my business name, also under my brand. I've taken slash my last name and just used Tahira Nia, which is my middle name. I self-publish a bunch of prayer journals, and sometimes you may want to do a pen name if you are. And this is like another tip: if you're testing out a book, but you know that you may want to republish it if it does well. There's a lot of different strategies if you want to build a brand that is a little bit different than your first and last name, whatever the reason is. But you can publish a pen name. And one thing about Amazon that I really like is they allow you to create author profiles under your pen name, and you can manage up to 3 all under one platform. And so for me, I built I have my name, Tahira Nichols, right? All of my self-published books, most of them are under that. And then I created a new brand under the Blessed Author. If you're on YouTube, I always start with Hi Blessed Authors. And I did a video tutorial on how to set an author page up. So if you're interested and you're on YouTube, you can go to my Tahira GIF and you can figure out how to set up an author page with a pen name. And so something to consider if you are self-publishing. All right, so now we're going to move on to step 12 in the self-publishing process. All right, you are going to set a price for your paperback book. And so one of the things that or hardback, whichever hardcover, paperback, that's what we're discussing on this live. One of the things I love about Amazon is they're really transparent around what your royalties will be when you self-publish on their platform. And so you do not have to guess. Like, if you set a price at, let's say, $15, they'll tell you, okay, after the cost of printing the book, after we take our cut, because Amazon will take their percentage, right, for you to host it on their platform, then this will be your royalties. Now, there is an update that's coming, and it is brand new. It actually hasn't started. It will start on June 20th. So this is an update. Amazon is increasing the pricing on some of their books to print, the cost of printing. If you have, based off email, if you're doing a book that is going to be above the standard 6x9, you're going to incur an additional fee to print those books. And so that's why I was saying on the last live that I recommend that you print your books in the standard 6x9. This is the most popular that sells on Amazon. And so they're going to be increasing the price if you go above 6x9. Also, they're going to be decreasing some prices for color. Also, it depends on how many pages you have. I'm actually going to do another video because this is a brand new update on my YouTube channel. I will be doing a video on these price changes because how does this affect you? It matters what you are going to price your book to determine how much royalty that you want to make. And with inflation, I do want to say this, you guys. An average book should be priced around $20 to $25 because the cost to print the book from Amazon, what they're taking, their cut, you want to be able to make a profit. Also, we're going to get into how even beyond Amazon, you should be coming up with bundles and other things that can increase your profit margins. So stay with me because we're going to cover that in week 4 when we talk about going beyond the book. And I'm super passionate about sharing other ways that you can increase your profits because this is the truth. Being on the Amazon platform is wonderful, but there is going to be a fee. If you are on their platform and you sell a book, they're going to take their cut. And so that's all things that you need to consider as a self-published author. Okay. So pricing, that could be a whole another live all by itself. But I'll just say you decide. Amazon is very transparent about what the royalties will be. I'm going to say anywhere between $20 and $25 should be the cost of a paperback book, especially a hardcover can even go up to $29.99 because of inflation. And most people who are readers and are looking for information, that's like an easy decision, right? Especially with hardcover. All right, so we're going to move on to step 13. Okay, you are going to review and publish. So if you're on the Amazon KDP platform, they will not let you self-publish unless you have reviewed your book and there is when you reviewing your book, if you've never self-published before, it's basically showing you page by page, and you have to walk through and approve. If everything is uploaded right, if all your margins are right, you will see a button that says, approve. And if everything looks good to you as you flip from front to back, then you are ready to self-publish your book and move forward. But you cannot, if you get an error message, if something's off, the cover, you didn't upload something right, they find something that just doesn't look correct, you will not see that button that says approve. And you would have to go back and fix your errors before you can move forward. So this step can really make or break the self-publishing process. Now, if you're working with someone like me, I give you all the margins and the covers if you're doing a standard 6x9, and I make sure that my clients have what they need so that they are approved, okay? So next step is we're on 14, review and publish. Yes, 14. So after you actually review and publish, now you have to wait. Once you hit submit, you have to wait. The average is 72 hours up to, it can take longer if you're a first time author. It can take up to 5 days. I've seen some people take a week. It really depends on how long it's taking Amazon, whoever is reviewing your books, to get it done. So you do have to have some patience here. But if you are, like for me, I've had books approved within 72 hours, which is like 3 days. So this is kind of like a waiting game, but you do want to wait. They will send you an email notification once your book is available. So once you hit submit, you have to wait a little bit for that approval process, okay? And then the final step is, once you get that email, you're going to see your book is now live. They're going to see something that says congratulations, and this is what I recommend, okay? Now, once you have the approval, you're going to order a physical copy. You also can order author proofs, right? You do not have to order, it's a couple of ways you can do this. Now, I tell my clients, because we are very thorough, I let them publish it and order a copy of the book, and still you want to review it before you start marketing. However, you do want to come up with a marketing plan and already be kind of promoting it. You can even start pre-selling, letting people know, hey, my book is coming out on this date. But you do want to have a little bit of a buffer time so that you can always review and make sure everything looks good. Because if something doesn't look good when you get the printed copy, you can go back in really quickly, make changes before you start really promoting your book. And I like to make sure, like, my ebook, everything is done and to my liking before I really start heavily marketing my book. But that's just me, okay? You could do you. Everybody has their own comfort level, but I am very, I like to make sure just everything is right. And that's just me. And then also, another thing I want to recommend you do is order author copies. Okay, so you should have this in your budget. I always recommend having at least 20 to 30 on hand. Now, if you are doing, if you're going to be a vendor, or you're going to be selling your books, outside of Amazon, and you want to sign them, autograph them, then, or you want to pre-sell them and then decide how many author copies you need. This is the thing. When you order author copies, if you're not familiar, you are getting it at wholesale. Okay, so you're not going to have to pay the standard. And then when your customer buys it from you, you actually make more of a profit. Okay, but this is the thing. When you order in bulk, Amazon does take longer to ship it to you. So this is something that you just need to keep in time frame. It could take up to, I've had books, depending on how busy it is, it can take six weeks. I've even seen 2 months to get all of your books shipped to you. So this is something to consider when you are trying to say, hey, if you pre-order from me, and the time frame, to get the books to your customer. And so for me, what I do is I always have like an average amount that I keep on hand. Otherwise, I will direct people to just go straight to Amazon. And if you got Prime, you'll get it in 2 days. Okay. So, but there's many different strategies on how to sell your book once it is published. But yeah, those are the 15 easy steps. And so I do want to say this. You do want to make sure that you are creating a marketing plan. Okay. So the book is self-published, but if you want to make that impact and that income, And we're going to get into that in next week. So stay tuned. Next week, we're going to be talking all about marketing the book because it's so important, especially if you are a first time author, or if your book is just not selling. And the truth is really like there's a rule, 80-20 rule. 80% of your effort should be spent on marketing, and 20% should be spent on actually, the book. That's how important marketing is, okay? And so we've gone through all of the 15 easy steps. Like I said, if you missed part 1 or part 2, you can get the whole 15 easy steps to publish on the Amazon platform. The link is in my bio. If you're on Instagram, you can go to my link tree. And if you're on YouTube, you can go scroll down to the video description, and any of my videos, I will make sure that it is available. So now what I want to do is I want to open it up for Q&A. If you have any questions, and I think that's all I have for you guys today. Are there any questions? This is good. Hey, oh, thank you, Dripping Oil. Thank you. I'm glad that this is helpful. Are there any questions? And so I want to let you guys know, if you need help with any of these steps that I have walked you guys through, even over the last 3 days, because this is part 3, I want you to know that I do offer one-on-one consultations. If it's just something that you feel stuck on, or you're like, hey, you know what, I really need your expertise on how to do the book description so that it will sell, or, how do I do the keyword research? How do I, set a good price based off of my genre of my book? You can book a one-on-one consultation. And right now I'm doing a summer special where if you book this month, you'll get $100 coupon off that you can use toward any product or service that I offer. All right. I sold 16 books and they only paid me $6. Oh, well, you know what? Let's look at the pricing of that, because if you are on Amazon, I would say right now for this book right here that I have, I don't know how many pages your book is or what your pricing is, but this book right here, I get about $6.21 per sale, right? And this book sells and gives me royalties every single month. And so this is an average $14.99 book. And also on Kindle, I get even more because, well, they don't charge as much for because it's just like an ebook, right? And so I would look at, if you're selling 16 books, I would look at what your pricing is, right? If you're selling a book, like I don't sell books for 99 cents. I don't do that. I know that there's a market for books like that, but all of my books are, I think, the cheapest book I have is like $7.99 or $8 or $9.99 because I want to make a profit. And so you have to really look at that. But I couldn't. You said $13.99, 124 pages. Yes. Now, is it a hardback or is it, because if it's a hardcover book, they take more printing cost. They take sometimes like $7.99 just to print the hard cover, and that can eat into your margins. And then plus they're going to take 40%. And so it could be, is it a hard cover? And then also on YouTube, I have a tutorial on self-publishing where I walk you through. Oh, it's a paperback? It's a paperback. Doesn't seem right that if you made 16 book, if you sold 16 books and you only got $6 total, it should be $6 about each. Yeah, so I would look at that. But on YouTube, I have a tutorial where I show you the pricing and how they tell you what your royalties will be for each per book, each sale. And that is important to know. I'll be happy to help you figure that out. But no, I think that you definitely want to go for more than that. And then also stay tuned, you guys, because we're going to talk about creating a bundle around your book and how that really helped me personally. It was, sorry about that, YouTube. It says something about needed to reconnect. So hopefully it's back. but I am on Instagram. So if you're having issues on YouTube, feel free to jump on Instagram. But I was going to say, I haven't had any issues with Amazon as far as, getting paid, getting royalties. They've been good to me. I'm thankful. I haven't had issues with Amazon KDP and selling my self-published books. All right. Well, I don't see any other questions. Okay, I'm subscribing now. Oh, thank you for subscribing. LOL, I was already subscribed. Oh, thank you. Awesome. All right, and I'll make sure to link on YouTube after I finish this live some resources. So check the video description because that will help if you're a visual learner like myself. I love to see it. I'm one of those people where I'm tactical and I'm more of a visual learner. Okay. So, all right, you guys, that's all I have for today's live. I'll be on tomorrow. You can join me at the same time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we are, going to continue with, I think I'll be on day 10, yes, of the 30-day live challenge. So, all right, until next time, live well, love well, and be well. All right, I'm going to take off on